Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Now, I don't know if you heard it when I was driving just now, but I was going over a bumpy California road. We got money to turn our state into a fucking abortion sanctuary state. That's real. We got money to spend on all this stupid shit, but we can't get the roads and the schools right. Come on. Anyway, on to more federal stupidity. So, your girl, not mine, this is your girl, okay? Loco Cortez, you motherfuckers, her womb is so polluted. She can have my fucking baby, man. That shit gets me every time. So for some reason, somebody stuck a microphone in this dummy's face, and she said some more dumb shit out of the dumb hole under her dumb nose. Now, where she finds the time to make these statements, as I'm sure she's busy on the floor of her office doing her best to stay within the lines while she colors and chews her gum like this. La, 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 la. Spilling Capri Sun and goldfish crumbs everywhere. So anyway, and why are she said something about Jim Crow, and I'll get to that in a second, but why are they throwing that term around? Jim Crow. You got Bidenus Pervertus, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall on the first day of Christmas. You got this fool talking about with the voter registration laws, which just perpetuates their stupid racist views that black folks can't get their hands on a fucking valid ID, which is an insult. Those voting registration laws are Jim Crow 2.0. Somehow, that's worse than the original Jim Crow, which included murder and assault. But some voting registration laws, look, there can't be enough laws in place for people to vote. You can't show enough identification. You can't. This is one of the most important things in our society. If you need an ID, then you need a fucking ID. Anyway, they keep throwing that Jim Crow around. So next to the fake racism plate up to bat is Loco Cortez. And she says that in 10 years, our country is going to be back in Jim Crow. We are going to revert back to Jim Crow. This further proves the point that all these people are a bunch of fucking sensationalists. That's all we call them, charlatans. They're out here spitting lies and fake shit to get people riled up to do dumb shit, because there's plenty of dummies out there. So in 10 years, our country is going to be back in Jim Crow. Okay. So I got a question. I got two. Come to think of it, I got two questions. Number one, why would you let that happen? You're in a position of power. You're a congresswoman. Biden's dumbass, you're president. Ugh. You know what it feels like calling Biden the president? Is if you ever like cough up some stomach bile or something and it makes your throat burn a little bit. Same thing. So you're the president, and then you got a congresswoman. Why would you guys let this happen? Why would you let our country be thrust back into Jim Crow? That's a failure on your part, you idiot. And here's my second question. If we're going to be back in Jim Crow in 10 years, how is that possible when we're not going to be alive? Yes, people, we're all going to be dead in 9 years. You didn't know that? Because in 2019, in January, so that would make it 3 years ago, Loco Cortez said that in 12 years, we are going to be gone because of climate change. She and that idiot at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue both said that climate change is an existential threat. That means a threat to our existence. So in 12 years, we're not going to be here. So if she said in 12 years we won't be here, and that was 3 years ago, you guys forgive my publicly educated mind. Okay? She said 12 years were gone. That was 3 years ago. So 12 minus 3, that means 9 years. We got 9 years left to live, people. 9 years left. But she said in 10 years, nine is less than 10. Am I right? Let me know in the comment section. We have 9 years left until we die, but in 10 years, we're going to be in Jim Crow. So that leaves a year that we won't even be here for said Jim Crow. So who gives a shit? We're not even going to be alive, dummy. Which one is it, you fucking 10-year-old? You know what? I'm sorry, because my daughter's 10. That's an insult to 10-year-olds. You fucking 8-year-old in a 32-year-old's body? Which one is it? Are we going to be dead and gone for a year when this kicks in? Or was your climate change statement a lie? Which one of these is a lie? Or is it both of them? Because something can happen that we're not here to make happen. Does that make sense? I'm just trying to dumb my mind down to her level so I can understand what's coming out of her mouth. If she was still some bartender handing out watered down shots and HJs in the parking lot, I wouldn't care what she has to say. But she is a congresswoman who is in charge of part of New York. So I kind of have to care what she has to say. She has the ability to shape our lives in this country. Because she's part of the squad, remember? Or as I call them, the 4 whores of the apocalypse. Are you kidding me? So we got 9 years left, but in 10 years, some shit's going to happen. New York, and again, I forget if she's over the Bronx or Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't care. But whoever she's over, whatever part of New York she resides over or presides over, I feel sorry for you. Because you're going to get it first. Whatever dumb shit she comes up with, you guys are going to get it first. Oh, man. We are in trouble. Trouble. 9 years we're all dead, but in 10 years some bad shit's gonna happen. Okay, Loco Cortez. You know what? Normally, when I would see a young couple like her and her ginger boyfriend, who I'm sure has the softest handshake in the history of hands, right? Normally you see a young couple like that, you say, man, I sure would like to see them get married and have a family. But in this case, no. You guys need to rock, paper, scissors for who's going to get a vasectomy or a hysterectomy, because you guys do not need to reproduce. Could you imagine the child that Loco Cortez and that Sam Shepard lookalike would make? Oh, shit. What kind of house that kid would be raised in? Oh my goodness. And if it was a boy, it wouldn't even be a boy. They wouldn't pick. We're going to let our baby decide what our baby is because our baby... I didn't even have this baby. I'm just like a birthing person. We could both like breastfeed this baby. Man, these people sound stupid when you say it out loud. So I don't know, guys. Pick your poison. Do you want to pick the one where she said we'll all be dead in 9 years? Or you want to pick the one where we'll still be here, but we'll be back in Jim Crow? What a fucking insult, man. Every one of you politicians in Washington who actually went through the civil rights era and who actually experienced Jim Crow, if you're not in front of a podium today talking about how stupid this is, you suck and you failed. How could you let somebody say some stupid shit like that? Like we're going back to Jim Crow. Why would you guys let that happen? You anti-racism crusaders? Why would you guys let that shit happen? Because they're not serious. They're not telling the truth. They are full of more shit than a Christmas turkey. Fucking Jim Crow in 10 years. Shut your stupid ass up. New York, you better not reelect that dummy. Let me get over here with my beautiful wife and kids. Psych! My wife has a kid somewhere else. I'm going home to get shit done. It's rare to have a silent house. Am I right, parents? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.